One of the most important things, especially as beginners, that you guys need to have is to have metrics for knowing how you're improving. So I have 4 metrics that I give my white and blue belts so that they understand whether they're improving or not. And this is especially useful for people that are just starting jiu-jitsu. The first one is survival, your ability to survive when you're being put in a dominated position where you're on bottom and you're fending off submissions. How long can you survive and how long can you avoid getting submitted? This is a metric that mostly for white belts is how you should judge your improvement if you've only been training for a few weeks. So if you just started, it's very unlikely that you're already going to be taking people down, passing guard, pinning, and then getting to submissions. You're most likely going to be just defending and trying to get out of bad positions, which is the second metric. So you want to make sure that you don't just become overwhelmed by the fact that you're constantly losing and getting dominated by the people that have been training much longer than you. You're not going to start pinning them and submitting them for a while. It's going to take time. And you should judge your improvement in jiu-jitsu in the beginning by how much better your defensive skills are getting, which are your survival skills and your ability to escape bad position. So survival is the first metric. For people that are brand new, that's how you should be judging yourself. For people that are a little bit less new and know how to survive a little bit more, right? Maybe they're not leaving their arm out in bad positions to get armbarred. Maybe they're not overexposing their head when they're wrestling or when they're passing guard and they're not getting choked as much anymore. Now that that's happened, start learning how to retain your guard, learning how to get out of pins, and learning how to stop people from transitioning into better pins. So these are all skills that, late white belt, mid white belt / early blue belt, you can still start, really improving and getting better at. Now, the third and fourth skills are positional dominance and submissions, or rather not skills, it's better to say metrics. So how good are you at getting to a position and then establishing positional dominance once you're there? So how good are you at taking somebody down, passing their guard, and then how good are you at holding people down once you get into that dominated position, like turtle, like back control, like mount, like north-south, like side control, whatever position you're working on at the time. How good are you at maintaining it, transitioning between other pins, and making sure that you're dominating your opponent the entire time? The last skill and the hardest, I keep saying skill, and these are skills, but they are also metrics. The last metric that you should judge yourself by is your ability to submit and how frequently you're getting submissions and, the quality of opponent that you are submitting in training. These are all ways that you can judge yourself, right? It's not just about whether you can submit the white belts. Can you submit the blue belts, the purple belts, the brown belts, the black belts? So, and this is a metric that can apply at any skill level, right? You just have to have a better opponent to judge yourself against them if you're a purple belt or a brown belt, right? But even purple belts and brown belts, you can improve your survival skills. You're probably just going to have to roll with a black belt or someone that's much better than you so that you can get in these bad positions and fend off attacks. But the last two, the positional dominance and the submissions metrics, those are really good for people that are into blue belt and purple belt to judge them by, okay? How good are you at doing all of those things, which, detail offensive success? If you're having offensive success, then that's good. How can you make that better? How can you expand your arsenal of things that you can do in order to achieve positional dominance or to achieve submissions? In the beginning, you may only have a few submissions that you're good at. You want to expand the number of submissions that you can do, but also really get better at your A-game submissions as well, just like anything else. So those are the 4 metrics that you guys should be judging your progress by: survival, escapes, positional dominance, and submission ability. And again, remember guys, when you're a beginner, don't get frustrated if you're not dominating people. It's not going to happen typically unless you have other skill sets that you're bringing into jiu-jitsu when you start. It's not going to happen for several months, okay? You're not going to be dominating people positionally, getting submissions frequently until you're several months into the game. Again, unless you bring in prior experience in another grappling martial art or you're just an athletic specimen. So I hope you guys found this video useful. It's important to have metrics to judge your progress by, so this is how you should be thinking about it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you are new. Also, smash that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys next time.